Hello test YouTube strain. 000_star_000. Welcome to my channel.
Hello.
Hentaichen. Welcome to my channel. 0w0_bish. Welcome to my channel. Crew. Welcome to my channel. Crew. Cool.
Thanks. First, right? Um, I am animating a tiger running right now. Tiger or dog. But it's hard because I don't know how to animation.
Crew. It seems okay.
It's really funky for me. It feel like the I would just call him a dog. Dog is like having one broken leg. So I try to connect these two frames. Make these two. So confused. Is it like walking like this? This looks so fun. Look ridiculous. Like this? No. Wait, hold on. So confused.
0W0_Bish. I wish I could get to this level, but I think I'm too negative for it to be fair with myself, lol.
I don't recall you
True.
talking before. Wait,
You might. I don't recall you talking before.
I was streaming with my camera on before as well. Yeah, I was too shy to talk, but now I think I'm more comfortable. I just didn't show my face, and also Bish. To get to this level, it took me 2 years. So, and don't think too negative about it. Yeah, it took time. It took me 2 years. I was tracing art before. So you get there, don't worry. A lot of like depressing and talk shit about my art.
Community Showcase. Welcome to my channel.
I don't know how to passion from here to here. Oh, okay. I see. I'll try this. It's really straightforward to draw it as well. So, fish. Don't worry. No, not don't worry. It's okay. Okay to be negative about your art. It's good though. It's good to feel bad about it. Good. And you know that you have something to improve. You know that there's something you need to improve. But it's really bad. That's so weird. I don't know why.
0W0_Bish. I started drawing a year ago, and TBH it hasn't been all too fun in any capacity so far. But that's just me being negative again, I guess.
Yeah, it's okay to be negative about your art. It's a good start. Keep being negative about your art though. Because I'm doing the same as well. We have to be negative about our art to be improved, right? I don't want to feel like I am wants to be negative about art still. So I cannot tell you that don't be negative because you will never be satisfied with your art. So let's say it's a good thing. And it's a must thing. Bad. Accept it. Accept that it's bad rather than denying it. I just directly tell you that your art is bad. I didn't mean that way. It's just sometimes I was so depressed. It took me months to be able to pick up my pen again. So because I used to trace my art, right? So I don't know what to draw from my imagination for a long time, months and years. So you just you really just have to accept that you are part bad. I mean, depressed with it, and get back to it again.
Crew. Are you also streaming on Twitch?
Yeah, I also streaming on Twitch. I'm not sure you'll be able to see it on my YouTube page. YouTube, yeah, YouTube page. But yeah, you can see me on Twitch. I didn't do much on Twitter. But yep, you can see me on Twitch. Same thing though. No, I'm too lazy to do anything. Oh, you got that.
0W0_Bish. I got into art because I liked the idea of being creative with myself, but when I realized how bad I am, it kinda just put me in my current state. Just
Yeah.
sort of lost and unsure of what to do or how to improve. But I suppose that's just the mindset again, LMAO.
Um, it's a mindset, but also it's a skill. I have to say that because I used to trace art, like critical art. I used to just like download the image and it's tracing, and then I'll call myself artist. I used to do that. So definitely you definitely can learn it. The way to learn it is to pretty much perspective or draw anything like draw a box like this. If you'll be able to draw a box in a perspective wise, that's right. So I can put a box inside. No, inside. Not that. You can be able to put a box inside our plane. You can draw anything. Let's see. So, for example, if it's for a box right here, box here, or I can push a box right here.
0W0_bish. I did try draw a box out for a while, but it didn't make it any more fun tbh.
Really, for me, it's like a game changer. Do you maybe still need someone to be like inspiring, maybe? Because I feel like the time that it clicked on my head, like my drawing skill improved is when I focus only on improving perspective. I picked one artist that I really love, Kim Jung Gi, and I just learned how to be able to draw everything in perspective, because I feel like perspective is all really important when you want to draw on a paper, because it's only 2D, right? So there are rules that you have to follow to make it more dimensional. It's like a game, right? You want to play to draw. You want to play a game or anything, there is rule for it. And if you want to draw 3D thing, right? Like for example, this gallop of the horse, right? If you want to draw a 3D gallop, 3D, right? A 2D paper.
Welcome to my channel.
You need to be able to know the rule of the 2D dimension, like the game. 2D drawing is like a game, you know? There's rule for it. I feel like it's better if we have a rule or something. So this Gallop 3D is a 3D thing, so it's like a box thing. If you, it's easy to imagine a gallop in how do you say this thing? A horse feet? Why are you using it? Okay, let's do a bottle maybe. A cup of water, a cup of tea, right? So a cup of tea is a 3D thing. We know, we are doing that. Because you draw it on a paper, you have to play the game to play the rule on the paper. Everything draw on a paper, 2D paper, right? You have to play the rule of the 2D paper. So you know that 2-point perspective and then 1-point perspective, blah blah blah. You just play by that rule, and then everything's gonna come together. Like this, right? I know it's gonna be like this. This thing not supposed to be like parallel, supposed to be like, to this point. So everything you draw is come together to 1 point. So right here, and it's gonna be over here, and then for example like a plate, right? The plate under it. Or everything in perspective. Really good cup of tea, but you get the idea. Or maybe in a chair or something. In perspective. You have to play by the rule though. Everything is play by the rule. Perspective. 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, 5 point. 5 point is where I am studying right now. So yeah, play by the rule, like a game. I feel like it's just like a game because 2D drawing is different game than 3D drawing. So, yeah, if you took any advice from me, just one thing, then just watching a lot of YouTube video about perspective drawing. It's gonna be a game changer for you.
@0w0_bish. I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
Although if I'm being honest, I don't actually know how to study, if that makes sense. I know it sounds dumb, but really I don't know how. LOL.
How to study by yourself, right? Same. I am last 2 year is I am self-taught because I'm dropped out of college at this point. So last 2 year, mainly just staying at home and watch YouTube. Yeah, you can do this for free. You can do it by yourself. One thing I know that after like so many years, I am 23 right now. For 22 years, I have been. I feel like I have waiting for someone just to giving me anything, like spoon fed me everything, waiting for like a person to come in and no, not come like that, but to come and save me. Not save me, but like to come in and give me all the knowledge that I have. Like I can't think for myself. Oh, I cannot study for myself, as you say. So the last 2 years is me fighting the resort, right? Fighting the homework, telling myself that you have to do this, you have to practice this, you have to try this. Right? The thing about study for yourself is for your own, like by yourself, is try a new thing, to try thing that you think that is gonna help you. You don't wait for like a teacher to tell you what to study, to tell you like this homework gonna be good for you, this homework gonna help you do something, right? Because no one gonna give you anything. No one, like no
0w0_bish. I only have the internet to teach my how to draw, so everything is very unstructured and all over the place. I feel like I run in a circle every week when I try make an effort to learn something. 0w0_bish. Me asterisk.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I was locking myself at my room for the last 2 years because there was a problem. So I literally like lay in my bed and watching YouTube. Don't even get out of my house or my room for 2 years. And the only thing I have is internet, right? The only thing I have. And then I just keep doing the same thing and then keep thinking the new way to improving. I depressed. I was so depressed for, and yeah, I am being negative, really negative about my art. Mm, yeah, it took me more than month, like 3 months or 2 months or so. I don't remember. I don't remember the time now. I don't care about time. Um, I try new thing, right? I try to, for example, I try to learn anatomy, right? And I draw it, and it is so bad that I can't pick up a pen for say 3 months. So this was so bad. I try it, I draw it a lot, and then I give up for 3 months. And I came back, and I like during that 3 months, I was so depressing. I didn't touch my pens, pencil, or anything. I don't draw. I just lay there and then watching YouTube. Um, and then it's like it's what do you say? It's taking down, right? No, 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 not taking down. How you say it? You feel depressed. You feel bad for your art, and then it took you 3 months to have the bad feeling go away. Yeah, you like art block, right? Art block. You have that art block for 3 months, and then it's dying down. And after that 3 months, you came back, and it suddenly become really good because you you passed that point, like studying for anatomy. And you came back with new knowledge after 3 months, right? The new knowledge that you have, like watching all YouTube and came back, it's become better. And then you find a new way to study as well. You find a new homework to do or a new way to improve. Like for example, perspective. The perspective I learned like 1 point, 2 point, 5 point, 3 point, 5 point, like a lot. During that 3 months that I depressed, I learned 5 points perspective. Um, I accidentally, no, not accidentally, I actively searching for a way to improve my perspective skill. I was watching other people, watching how my inspiration artist, Kim Jung Gi, how like I keep questioning why I cannot be able to draw like him. And how can he be able to draw everything in perspective so good? And one day I searching for how to become like Kim Jung Gi, like drawing in perspective. I stumbled on a YouTuber that helped me. No, that's showing this sphere.
0W0_bish. It's not that I experience an art block. Like I can sit down and draw something, it's just that I know it'll be bad and that just sort of kills everything for me. I suppose my issue is that I want the end product but don't want to experience the journey there. 0W0_bish. That sort of makes me wonder if I should give up on it.
Oh, about that, Sam, I think you described what you're feeling right now really good. Um, like it's exactly what I felt before. And as I say, it took me a long time just to get back to like loving to draw. I, okay, so your problem is make you wonder whether you should give up or not, right? Um, it will come to you. I'm gonna say if you like love to draw and then it's like a part of you, drawing is a part of you, then I believe that you will have you not have to, but you eventually will pick up a pen or a pencil and then continue to draw because you want to draw so bad, right? It's like a part of you. So it's whether you give up is whether you uh, like it, not like it, but whether you it's in you. Like drawing is something that you wanted to do for a long time, or it's just something that in your heart, and then it tell you to continue to doing it. Then you'll be able to pick up a pen and then continue to do it. You will know at that point that if art is something that you like to do. But if after 3 months and you suddenly you feel like you want to do it again all over again, right? And I'm pretty sure that art or drawing is the thing that you like to do. It's just right now you getting not stuck, but it's you being negative about your art, and it's normal. It's normal. I do it as well. For 3 months. So I'm not sure how long have you the last time you draw, but it literally took me 3 months or more than that because I'm really being negative about my art, and then I came back and then picked up pen to draw. Um, so all I'm going to say, all I'm trying to say is that it's normal to feel like that. It's normal to like want to give up right now. Yeah. So like I'm not saying don't worry too much, but really don't worry too much. It's gonna die down. The feeling, want to give up feeling, it's gonna die down, and then after 3 months, if you want to continue to draw, then you know that drawing is a part of you and something that you wanting to do.
_W0_Bish. I do want to draw, but it's just I don't want to feel bad about what I draw.
Yeah, yeah, same. Do want to be perfect, to draw perfect quickly, and then you stumble. Yeah, you stumble on the new thing that you just learned. You're drawing so bad. You don't know about this new thing that you have tried, right? You try a new thing and then it doesn't go like it doesn't look easy like you expect it to be. You thought it's gonna be easy, but it's harder than you thought, and then you're drawing bad, and then I feel like okay, the thing about the bad thing is you don't understand it. Don't understand about it's really sorry that you don't understand the topic or the subject, right? For example, okay, so what are you trying? What are you drawing right now? It's gonna be easier if I just use your example. Maybe you give me example because maybe I try it too. What are you drawing right now that make you feel bad?
_bish. I'm not really drawing anything right now, I'm just sort of squiggling lines on my display tablet out of boredom.
Do you like drawing anime? Because anime is where I'm starting. And so yeah, for example, I like to draw a beautiful girl, right? Like facial. So I was like, take wrong head for example. You need to know head structure. Before you need for the head structure, you need to be able to describe the circle to be more dimensional on a piece of paper. Right? You have to yourself imagine knowing that this circle, this place, something that you can like hold, right? Like your hand, like, right here. If there was my hand right here, it's something that you can like feel and touch it. You can squish, like squish, right? Something that you can touch and see. This is my hand. Right? You have to be able to feel it. You have to be able to describe this circle, right? The three-dimensional circle. And then and okay, so you can't you
0W0_bish. I would like to draw characters, it's just that I can't really deconstruct the human figure and simplify it in a way that makes sense to me. I guess I just need to work on my observation skills a lot more, but I'm not sure how to really improve it.
You just have to watching YouTube a lot for now. So if you go the route like I am, you only have the internet to help me to study, and watching YouTube a lot, like watching YouTube, like watching anything about art related. But keep it in mind that something like perspective is gonna be useful. So watching a lot of and understand a lot of things like anatomy, like whether muscle or are whether muscle of the arm, muscle of the leg. Yeah, and perspective as well. Try out a lot of things and then feel bad about it for 3 months or 5 months, like half a year, right? You just have to feel bad about yourself, feel bad about your art. So it's a new thing, right? You try to study by yourself and then it's bad. It's really bad. Sorry, I can't focus on two things at the same time. What do I say? Okay. What did I say?
0W0_Bish. I'm not too sure how to learn about perspective. I mean, I know about 1p, 2p, and 3p perspective because of Drawbox, but besides that surface level knowledge, I don't understand anything else about it. If there is anything more to it.
I would say that try to describe things in 3D, like the feeling of it, or there's like a bird like this. Try to draw everything in 3D. Think about it, it's like 3D thing. It's like they have like a grid. Okay, so let's try this. You have a piece of paper, right? This is your piece of paper. Sorry. Just draw like a simple like grid. Just draw the simple grid by yourself, and then placing an object on that grid. Then rotating it as well. Yeah, a lot of things. There's a lot of things that you need to do.
0W0_Bish.
Oh.
Wait, so perspective is just trying to see things 3D on a 2D plane?
Yeah. What I say,
0W0_Bish. And that's sort of it?
Yeah, pretty much. If you want to draw 3D things on a 2D paper, perspective is the key. The key for it. Because you have to play by a rule, right? Like gaming, the thing that I said before, you have to play by a rule. If you don't play by the rule, if you apply 3D rule,
0W0_Bish. So I've really been overcomplicating things for myself then.
You're not complicating things, but we just not understand how the game works, like how the different thing. Why I know this thing in 3D, but when I put it on a 2D, we didn't think about that. We play two different rules, right? One, we live in a 3D world, but when we draw, and I now knowing that we jump into a 2D world. If we drawing anything on a piece of paper, it's a 2D world. So it's like a game. If you jump in a game, like a game like what game, like shooting game, like Call of Duty game, they have their own rule, right? Just like that. If you draw, it's a 2D world, so you have to play by the rule of 2D. World, right? So perspective is a rule that I now understand that is.
Welcome to my channel. Dido. Hi.
Hey, Vito. Hello. Thank you for coming to my YouTube stream. I'm just rambling about how 2D. No, no, not 2D.
0W0_bish. So, having an understanding of perspective would help my make everything I draw less flat.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Yeah. That's right. Sorry. That's pretty much what I learned after study the perspective by myself. Because I really don't know why. Because okay, so a lot of people tell you to like learn how to draw perspective. It's important. And he was like, I don't think so. And then you just like skip that part and then think that it's not gonna be important, right? I was doing the same thing like that. That's exactly what I do before. I skipping the fundamental, right? They all say that it's fundamental. You have to know it. I was like, psh, yeah, I don't need it. That's what I doing before I learning perspective. I was trying to the thing. I was like finding another way, like a shortcut to not like learning to draw perspective. Like 1 point and 2 point perspective. I was like try my best to avoiding it. Like I try my best, but as I continue to avoiding it, I keep drawing thing and drawing thing and drawing thing and drawing thing, and then I feel bad because it's so bad. But it didn't work out like I imagined it. So I give up. Yeah, because I give up on that idea, right? Because I don't want to learn fundamental. I was like, fuck it. I like frick that. I don't want to study fundamental. Yeah, I was once hating perspective, hating so much like fundamental, all that kind of like crap that I avoid. And then I keep trying and then keep trying and keep trying other things like just draw from imagination, just draw what you feel. Doing everything that I like. I just like watching an anime and then draw a character and then doing that other thing that but not the fundamental perspective thing. I didn't study it. Then I fell. I fell hard. Why I fell in it? Why do I know? How do I know that I fell? But it didn't like make it easy. Drawing's supposed to be easy, right? If you feel like you cannot draw anything and drawing is so hard, then that is the side that you don't understand. Drawing is supposed to be super easy, super like relaxing thing, not something that you have to like why do this, why I feel so bad, why I be so negative about myself. Drawing is supposed to be easy, right? So for example, right? So if I want to draw a face on like this angle, for example, right? It's supposed to be easy. You're supposed to drawing this easy, no sweat. So drawing is supposed to be easy, but why is it so hard for you to draw something like this by yourself? It's something that you um something that you don't understand fundamental or you not understand yet the fundamental, right? Because you didn't study it. So yeah, drawing is supposed to be easy. So if you feel bad about your art, then something wrong with the way you study, or you are not finding the right practice or right study or focus for your drawing for your drawing skill. it's not the right way. Because you right, because the if I keep avoiding the fundamental, right, perspective, it doesn't work like I suppose it's to be. Like, it's not easy. Drawing is not easy. It's hard. It's exhausted, right? Right now you feel exhausted and you want to give up and all that thing. Drawing not supposed to be feeling like that. Um, so if you are feeling like you want to give up, then I want to say that it's something that like the study, the way you study it, drawing to study, or the focus that you spend your time on and to study to draw is not the one that you're supposed to draw, right? You're supposed to know how to draw easily and relaxing, right? And so I feel like fundamental is something that you need to do right now, and the key is what is it? Perspective. It's not a really good art, but I can be able to draw a face from this really like hard angle without sweat. I know it's not good, but I can feel it. I know that I can do it if you give me more time, and then and eraser and all that stuff, and then just give me more time to spend on it. But I don't like stressing out, because I know the rule of I know how to draw. Like, I know I'm supposed to draw a box in perspective like this. Everything supposed to be in perspective, and it's supposed to be easy. I know this thing gonna be good if I spend a little bit more time. So right, you can feel it that this is a 3D thing.
The Chubby Artist. Welcome to my channel. The Chubby Artist. Hello.
Hello. Hello, chubby artists. Right, so now we're just like going everywhere and not focus on perspective, not like this perspective, the rule for 2D drawing, right? To be able to describe the 3D thing, perspective, because I know that everything is supposed to be like, okay, it's supposed to be going to this directive, right? If I want to make it
The Chubby
feel
Artist.
dimensional.
Your art is so good.
Thank you so much, chubby artist. You can draw like me too, if you want. It took me 2 years, so you can do this as well. Yeah. So again, perspective is the key. After 2 years of learning, you have to go over again.
0W0_Bish. TBH, the fundamentals have never really been clear to me.
Yeah.
Everyone always seems to have a different list when it comes to fundamentals. The Chubby
Yeah.
Artist.
I
I do
think-
more cartoony anime art.
Yeah. Okay, wait, hold on. Wait, how do you do? What do you want me to call it? Fish, right? Fish. Yeah, the fundamental have a lot of things in there. Fish. But if for my is, if I have to pick one thing, like if I have to relearning right now, I will focus only on perspective, drawing everything on perspective. The fundamental came with a lot of things. It can be fundamental can be, and to me, it's fundamental.
0W0_bish. I've tried making a list for myself, but I'm sort of just stuck with perspective as the only thing on there so far.
The chubby artist, do more cartoony anime art. Yeah, I like anime art as well before. I think I passed that point because I know that I'll be able to draw anime art like roughly if I wanted to. So I skipping that part because I already know it because I know that I can be able to draw a pretty good, right? In no sweat. It's not that good, but I know how to draw it. So I am kind of like skipping it right now. Because I already know it, and I want to know more. There's still things that I still need to know more, and this is what I'm doing right now. I'm studying animation. The animation is something that I want to do. Like anime. I want to be able to draw anime and artists and stuff. So yeah. Just to prove a point that I'll be able to draw a person anime character. Yeah, but so right now I'm to go back to fundamental and using that fundamental to do other things like animation right here, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm go back to fundamental. I am doing a fundamental right now. I don't know how to make a character walking. I don't know how to make a this like this dog walking. So I'm going back to fundamental with other things like with the skill that I know, perspective. Like perspective skill that I know. I use it for in here because I know that I already know perspective. So for your problem, this yeah, stuck. You now stuck with perspective, right? Yeah. Keep doing the perspective thing. Just focus on one thing, and one thing only, right? Perspective, right? Just focus on one thing. Focus on perspective. Doing like study it and asking questions like why it doesn't turn out good. It's the same thing that I did. Why it didn't turn out good? Why? And then you find a way to you tried so many things. I tried so many things to be able to get to that point because I don't understand it, right? If you don't understand it, it will not turn out good. But if you understand it, like if you understand the rule of perspective and why we need to have 2 points for perspective, why this is 2 points for perspective, and then why the other one is 1 point perspective, right? So why this one is 1 point, right? And why this one needs 2 points? You ask me a question like how do I put like 2 points perspective on 1 point perspective, and then you try things out, and then you watching a lot of YouTuber on perspective. You literally have to be active and asking questions by yourself. Right? So for example, now you're trying perspective study, right? Drawing in perspective, draw a bridge, you draw 2 points, and then you try to put like this for example, you try to put this the dog into this perspective, right? And he was like, how do I put this dog into perspective? And you like maybe like this, or like this, right? And he was like, and you was like, why it doesn't look like on perspective, right? Why it doesn't look like it on 3D and on this plane? But if you understand perspective, then you'll be able to know that okay, so the ear supposed to be, so for example, right here, right? So this ear supposed to be like this. So if you be able to know that there is the rule for it, like 2 voice perspective, you will know that this ear is gonna be a little bit higher up. Then this one gonna be supposed to be right here, right? To be able to draw like a box, right? Everything is like a box. So the face is also can be a box as well. So see, so this could be here. This can be here. The eye's gonna be here. And the nose. Everything is played by the rule. So, for example, simple thing. So if there was like a left right here, right? If you play by the rule, you don't put your feet like even with this feet over here. You know that it's supposed to be on this line right here, right? 1, 2 point. This is, I think it's
0W0_bish. So once I understand perspective,
yeah, once you understand perspective, but you actually have to feel depressed about your art.
0W0_bish. I'll be able to give my drawings more form and not that boring flat image.
Yeah, but the thing is, you have to do it yourself. Like you have to get through like the point like you feel bad about your art because you try so hard to understand perspective, right? You try to draw and then the first thing that you draw is so like out of place. Doesn't look like a person or a dog, right? You have to fail. You have to be like depressing. I didn't mean that you have to, but you have to be not to be able to understand it and then learn from it. And finally fixing your art and then like, oh, I see, this is where I like this finally, oh, I understand. You have to understand. You have to be the one who understands it. Why the thing didn't work. You have to ask yourself that question all the time. Yeah. So everything by the rule of the game, 2D game, right? 2D game, play by the rule of 2D game. Try things out and feel depressed. Yeah, depressed. You need depressing. You need depressed for 3 months, 5 months. Or if you're better than me, then you just accept that your art is not good. Then you go through the depressing phase for like 1 week or so. Maybe better. One day. I don't know. It depends on the person.
Gambit_bot7. Welcome to my channel. Gambit_bot7. Buy followers, primes and viewers on t.ly/ac50. 0W0_bish. I missed that. My end of the stream cut out.
Oh, are you? Basically everything perspective. And depressing. You need depressing. need to feel bad about your art. Yep, that's a part of it too. You need time, right? It took me, usually it took me 3 months. Yeah, 3 months. More than that, maybe 5 months. The longest time to get through that depression phase to feel bad about my art. Right? You need to, okay. So it's what? That you feel bad about your art? So I would say that you must feel bad about your art. Then you will need some time to like need need a lot of time to feel bad about your art.
@0w0_bish. Sometimes I wonder if actually getting better at art will help me feel less bad about it, or maybe this problem would persist.
No, I think if your brain like knowing the way to draw, right? If you know the rule of the game, right? You play it like, for example, if you play Mario, right? Mario, the old Mario game, or whatever game you play it all over and over and over again, and then you know the rule of it. Like you're not supposed to jump on this plan, and then you're not supposed to. You're supposed to jump here. You're supposed to like you know the rule. You're not supposed to do this. You're supposed to do that. If if you really understand knowing perspective, then I guarantee you that you will love doing art if you will want to draw. If you understand the rule of the game, then you're gonna be excited about the game. So I want to say that try to try your best to understand perspective. Like it took me a long time to understand it. So I'm not sure. Maybe you will understand it faster than me. Yeah.
@0w0_bish. So you're saying perspective could be my key to enjoying art again and having legitimate improvement?
Yeah, it could be. You just have to try it out. You have to like test it, like testing thing. Right? You have to be the one who testing if this worked or not. You have to jump. You have to be able to jump from a cliff or to jump out of your comfort zone. This is your comfort zone. This is your comfort zone, and then you're standing right here. You're afraid to jump out of this comfort zone. This is something that you don't know. You have to be able to jump by yourself, like out of that comfort zone. Sorry, I really like not using a good reference, but you have to draw, you have to test the way we are an artist.
0W0_Bish. I don't think I have an art comfort zone, I'm just uncomfortable with art no matter what most of the time.
No, I think now it just don't understand the role, the perspective role. Because I feel like if you know the rule, you're gonna love, you're gonna be comfortable with it if you know the rule. So try your best to understand perspective, and then after that you can this if you understand perspective and then you still feel uncomfortable, then maybe art is not your way. But if after you know how to draw a perspective, you still feel uncomfortable, and yeah, maybe you not like art, like drawing. Only after you know perspective, yeah. You just have to try a perspective thing. Only after you understand, like really understand perspective, and don't stress yourself out too much about like I will never understand perspective. You will. So if you are on the table right now, so um, I am on my table drawing right now, and if you understand eye level, so your eye right here, my eye is right here. So that's what I call eye level. This is eye level that I'm doing. This is my laptop. Okay. So if study the thing around you as well. So if I have a bottle of water right here, my table. So if everything that under my eye level, right? This is under. It's having. I can see the top of it. This is my table. Right? So everything under my eye line, I can see the top of the thing. So this is the top of the table, the face of the table. But so then they have a shelf, right? My table has shelf. Everything above my eyeline, right? My eye. Actually, like they call it eye level. actually your eye. So known as they call eye level EL. Everything above my eye line, I see the bottom, right? It makes sense. It makes sense. You cannot see the top of this self. This self. You cannot see the top of this self because you can't, because your eye level is bottom, right? Your eye level right here. You cannot see the top of it. If you see the top of it, then something wrong. So it really makes sense once, like it starts to make sense when you understand it. When you understand the perspective rule, the rule of 2D. What the fuck is going on with this? 2D 2D drawing. This is the self that I have on my table. So if you understand the rule, everything's gonna be easy. I know it's supposed to be like on one point. You understand what I'm doing? And the same with this self as well. The top self. The same thing. Only see the bottom. Yeah, look around. Look around. You're playing and then just drawing. Nothing with you. Oh, I don't know. So this is the bottom plane of the self. Right, so if my table, right, there is a box on my table, then I know that I can see the top of the box, right? Or the rubric, for example, it's a rubric, right? I can see the top plane. If I put the rubric on top here, on top of this one, then you know that I cannot see the top of it. I can only see the bottom if you want to see the bottom, or because of the self, see the bottom of it. See? You understand what I mean? Fish. Right. So that is why I'm telling you to focus on yourself, because once you know the rule, you don't have to worry about anything. You'll be able to draw everything. You'll be able to describe
0W0_Bish. I sort of get it.
Yeah. You sort of get it. Yeah, we all understand how the one voice perspective works and how the two voice perspective works. But if you understand
0W0_Bish. But would I learn after perspective?
Don't worry about
0W0_Bish. What would asterisk?
Don't worry too much about after. Like doing one step at a time, one thing at a time. Like one step at a time. Be patient. Yeah, patient. If
0W0_Bish. Just worry about now and nothing more?
Yeah. I know that I know what you feel now. I know for sure that you might not take my advice seriously, but if you hear and then listen to me, then something that you can like consider on your way to study. And okay, to be honest, you don't have to listen to me, right? Because you will do the thing you think is right? You will try the thing that you want to do anyway, and then like not like forget what I say, but you will delay what I say later. You do whatever you think is right. Um, so do whatever you think is right, and see if it works. So
0W0_bish. I mean, I'm gonna take your advice seriously since you're kinda the only artist I've ever had a conversation about this to.
oh really? Wait, hold on. There's a lot of streamer that been really good advice. I think I learned a lot from them. But anyway, I'm really honored that you took my advice because I feel like I'm still learning a lot. But anyway, if you just keep in mind though, I don't want to like force you to learn perspective. It's important for you to learn perspective, but do whatever you feel like doing. It's like do whatever you feel like doing. Right? Do what you feel is the right thing to do. Right? If you think that you want to try out this tip, right? The tip of learning to draw a face like this and like this and like this. Yeah, do it. I do it before. I skipping the fundamental. I skipping learning perspective. And I do it a lot of time. I try to draw this through. I try to draw a face, right? Uh, I, I I learned how to draw a face, and then I perfected. I perfected in it, but then when I want to put everything in perspective, um, then it didn't work anymore because I don't want to spend my perspective. So doing everything that you feel like doing. If you see like a YouTuber teaching you how to draw a face, if you if they teach you this is how you draw a face and everything like that, then do it. And if you feel like this is the one that I want to do right now, then do it. Just do it. Just like, and then focus on that only, like one thing at a time, right? Focus on one thing at a time. You think this is good? Focus on it, and then perfecting in it until you get bored. Until you try out. You're trying to put this into a perspective, like put this face into a plane, right? And you like struggle with this. You put like a face into this perspective. And like try to okay, so if you are try to put this wait, hold on. I don't want you to describe it. Okay, so draw a face and then you draw a person and you try to put that person into perspective. And it doesn't work in perspective anymore. It was like, yeah, I don't know how to put the person in perspective. And you go study a perspective. Only after you perfect drawing a face and then a person, and then you get tired of it, and then you want to try to put a person to standing into a perspective. Then you study perspective. I mean, it's a combination of things. You try like a lot of things at the same time. But for me, I focus on one thing at a time. Focus only one thing at a time. So I usually like pick one thing. So I pick that artist Kim Jung Gi. You know him. He be able to draw everything in perspective. No sketching, no outline, no sketching. Yeah, he didn't need sketching. He draw in outdoor. Draw when people watching him. And I was like, how can he be able to do it? It's streaming I'm dreaming that I can't be like him. And I keep dreaming and I keep asking questions. How like why I cannot be able to draw like him? Why how does he make it so easy? And I believe, and I have a belief that there must be a way, for him to draw it like that. And I keep searching for that answer, and then I keep trying things by myself. Like I searching, for example, if I searching on YouTube how to draw like Kim Jung Gi, and then they teach me a way to do it. Like they teach me this here, five boys perspective, and I was like, I want to try it out, and I try it out, and it worked, and it's really fixing how I understand perspective. It's really like an open, like I finally tried one way to reach to that point to become like Kim Jung Gi, and I practice this. I practice until I perfectly understand the 5 point perspective. I practice with this like a lot of time until I get like bored of it. I get really bored of drawing this 5 point perspective. Then I then the problem coming again on how to rotating a box. Right? So if there's the box right here, and I want to rotating it like this.
0W0_Bish. The stream cut out for me again, sorry.
Oh, sorry, my Wi-Fi is bad, so that's why. Okay, so I just talking to myself. So what I'm saying is, like you keep asking questions and pick one thing at a time. So pick at it, try your best to get perfect to that point, and then move on. Asking questions. It's gonna be bad. If it's bad, then it's your fault. It's something that you did wrong. Something that I did wrong. That like okay, so not something that I did wrong, but the way I was doing it is that I don't understand how it's really worked. You understand what I mean? Because, okay, so if I really understand what it really work, then there will be guarantee like no problem with my drawing. It'll be like a piece of cake. Like it's really easy and relaxing thing to do. Like for this box rotation, right? Hold on, wait, what? So it's supposed to be easy for you to rotating a box. If I ask you like, rotate this box for me, I will be able to. It would come easy for me because I understand how this box rotated. How to rotate a box is supposed to be easy because I understand it. Understand how to rotate this box, and the reason why the box will rotate. I know how to rotate it. It's supposed to be easy. It's not rotating, but it's looping, so yeah. It's supposed to be easy for you to know how to like moving thing around and draw. It's supposed to be easy to draw. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you understand it, so if I have to say it again, then I have to understand it. be able to draw on paper to make it like feel like something that you can squish, reading, squishing. So yeah, drawing's not supposed to be stressful or uncomfortable. It's just really the way, like we like where how far you understand it. If you understand how to draw it, it's not uncomfortable at all. Draw anything. If you feel uncomfortable, then I'm sure that there's something that you don't understand yet, and you just have to try it out. Just try it like to test things out. To keep asking questions like why I cannot make this work. There must be something wrong with how you like drawing, the way you drawing, or the knowledge that you like you have. But you don't understand it, so you can't draw it. That's it. So all in all, you really have to understand it. So to understand it, you really have to study it. The only way you can do it to study, literally study. But for me, now I'm not in school or in college. Study for me is not something that's associated with like homework and stretching, like stretching myself out. Because I don't have a due date or anything. So it's really not a stressful thing. So I'm talking to myself right now. But study is not a stressful thing anymore. Because I actually not studying. I just like watching YouTube is fun. I can watch whatever I want. I can watch like stop watching perspective and then just watching whatever I want.